Studio this evening, we have Naiboi. You've been trending the entire week. You've been up to a lot. You have a lot to say as far as Kenyan music is concerned. And we'll be getting into all that this evening. First of all, 2-in-1, fantastic song. Why am I the only person who was not asked to record a video and send it to you?
It's interesting, yeah?
No, it's not. It's hurtful. I'm literally the only human being.
Maybe there's a special one for just me and you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I highly doubt that. I remember when I was watching the video the first time, I was like, I know her, I know him, I know all of them. It was me and my mom. We're the only two people who were not in that video. Video already hit over 2 million views in less than a couple of months. What was the creative space behind this song and the video concept as well?
I was just doing a song that I loved, that I felt, and that I was just doing it for the YouTube. That's why we have brands all over the video. We didn't really think past that. Yeah, because I had already done a song that we were pushing at the time. So this was just something that I really needed to put out because I loved it so much. So, and it
blew up. As in, literally, it's so catchy to the point where you just need to hear the like literally even like half of the intro and you already know what song is coming through. It's a pretty dope song.
Thank you.
So you were not expecting this reaction at all?
No.
Okay, what was the song you were trying to push prior to
I have a
releasing
song called Dinda that was out already.
Yeah.
And we tried to give it time.
Yeah.
And this idea came in between us pushing the other song.
Well, this goes to show you have a lot of good friends because people really sent in their videos in large numbers. You even did 2 parts of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, the second part was for guys who were out of town during the first recordings and the fans who loved and sent their videos and compiled the second part. Yeah.
Still, somehow, I did not make it to the second part.
See,
Will there be a part 3?
I asked guys, if you love the concept, you want to be in the video, kindly send your videos. We waited. We said, okay, maybe she's not interested. Let's put it out.
Wow. I know people personally who you called and you said, hey,
Sina
Madeni, what do you mean? You know guys whose phones are always off, guys who have Madenis.
Maybe on air.
the whole day, the whole night, surely. All right. So now this entire week, like I said, you've been trending, and it's mostly because you've been very vocal about how Kenyan fans are not supportive of Kenyan music. I mean, they've received 2-in-1 very well, and many other jams aside from that, but you still feel that there's more that Kenyan fans can do as far as supporting Kenyan acts goes. Could you tell us a little bit more about this?
I don't think I was saying Kenyan fans. It was about personalities who are not really pushing the agenda. And it's not like all of them are not pushing. You've supported me. I've come to your show so many times, so I appreciate that. But
Thank you. Please note. Please note.
Yes, yes. And I acknowledge and I'm very appreciative. My point was, let's just give it a higher range for guys who are coming up to get the opportunities so that they don't have to push the way I had to push for so many years.
Okay.
Because there are people saying, oh, maybe my songs were bad. But no, my songs were being played on your show before I became this Naiboi that I am today, which means the songs were good, but it was limited. So I'm just saying, let's open up the doors for guys, and we push the agenda. Because it's very sad when you go out there and you don't hear your songs, and the countries are playing their own songs, then you come here, the same songs you had there is what you're hearing here, and it's your country. It's really saddening.
What do you think maybe Kenyan artists could do different? Because the way the conversation went, they said, okay, fine, fair enough. There's DJs have their role to play, stations have their role to play, personalities have their role to play, but the artists have a role to play as well. So what do you think Kenyan artists should do different in order to make their music, be it commercial enough to, you know, to be played everywhere? Because sometimes somebody may have something that's really hardcore and a certain niche will understand the music and not everybody will. So what do you think they should do differently?
And that happens across the world. Not every music is the same, but the avenues to play the music are many, and the stations are supporting that. So the problem is not bringing it back to artists. There's a time where it was only Nigerian bongo music being played here, and artists to Kenya may step up. Let's just be honest, they've done their part. But it's very difficult for us to go back and recreate again when the revenues are not coming in because hatuna opportunities. And I'm not talking about Naiboi. Maybe Naiboi is getting all these opportunities. But I know guys who are crying. And my biggest worry was when I was coming up, we had big guys in the game who didn't talk. So me, I'm saying, since I have an opportunity to talk, guys can listen to me. Let me say this because my son is coming up. And now it is a piano. So I'm like, wait, are you going to take 14 years to be known like me? I can't just sit here and say, okay, everything is okay because me, I'm being played. If I can speak up and create spark a conversation where guys can see, okay, there's a problem, let's fix it, then that's what I'm doing.
Speaking of revenue,
yeah.
Where do you think we've gone wrong as Kenyan fans? And the reason why I say that is because one of the topics of conversation that came up was it's very easy for a concert to be held in this country. It could even be a washed-up American artist, and Kenyans will pay ridiculous amounts of money to go watch this person. But if there's an all-Kenyan lineup, they'll want to pay way less compared to what they would pay for that.
It's because you've been fed one type of sound or music or artists that you feel like Kenyans are maybe number three on the list. So wanapenda, like if you play this song over and over again, I fall in love with the song, I start researching about the artist, getting to everything about the artist. So if you play Naiboi over and over, so hey, okay, this guy is bad, he's on this show, he's on this show, he's doing this gig, this guy is okay, and they say I'm being paid this amount, guys will come see me because that's the music they're listening to, and that's what's not being done by the media. And I'm wise enough and intelligent enough to know the problem is not even the media. Yes. Yes.
No, I swear that cough, I know it seemed to have come like at the precise moment. I just really needed to cough for real. Yeah. Okay, so then what about online revenue streams? Do you feel maybe it would be a wise idea to steer in that direction?
It is, and guys are doing that. My problem is this. When we were being pursued saying artists are not working, we went back and worked. So why is it that when you bring the issue to the media, we are being told, no, work on your content? Why can't they just say, okay, we've not been supporting you guys to make what teachers a higher percentage and ngoma za nje? Why can't you just own it and say, okay, this is the problem, let's work on the solution? Because tunatable in the problem na tunarudishwa tena shida. It can't be us all the time. Listen, if you go to my Instagram, P Square from Nigeria is saying he came here, anasikia Nigeria. Kwani hakuna Kenyan artist? My guys from Tanzania are saying the same thing. Kenyan media, support your guys. Kwani all these people are stupid. No, they're not. The issue is here. So let's just own up to our issues and our problems, not to tattoo. Simple.
Okay. Yeah. So in the spirit of owning up, I must ask, and I'm not handing blame over again, do you feel Kenyan artists support each other?
I have a video with over 10 of them.
No, but in general. So you see,
that's in general for me.
Don't speak as Naiboi and how supportive you are, because you're the one of the reasons why you've been very vocal is because you are supportive of all the other acts in the industry. But do you feel all the cats in the industry are equally supportive of each other, or is it a situation where every man for himself and God for us all, unless there's need be for us to come together?
And that's being human. That's being human. You can't take that away. That's been human. And guys support each other. Me, kitu yati wasanii wajisupport, I don't know. There are people who roll together, ukiingia IG, they are together 24/7, to be honest. So guys are supporting each other, and when there's a need, you've seen them. Tuko pamoja leo kwa interviews zote. Guys are supporting each other. Only that we don't show, but we do.
Do you think if you showed it would make a difference?
And I showed it with my video.
See, this is what I'm saying. You're speaking as Naiboi, and we've seen what you have done. But then you see also, we have seen... And
let me take another example.
Okay.
So to Sol, Biena mepashwa leo ati our support. They have a unit where they've employed people. They have classes where they're teaching people. They don't have to show it. There's something happening behind the scenes. Okay. You see? So it's happening, only that we don't show it. And when time comes, mtaziona tu.
All right. Yeah. Speaking of when the time comes, your collab with Morgan Heritage.
Oh yeah, there now.
Yeah.
Good news.
When should we? No, but that wasn't bad news. You know, it's just news that we had to cover.
But let me ask you, you're in the media.
Yes.
Where's the problem?
Where do I think the problem is? Yeah. Considering I work for 2 stations that generally really support Kenyan music, I would say I don't necessarily think I know they play the music. Maybe. For other stations, this is NTV and Capital FM aside, maybe they don't play the Kenyan music as much as they should. But then, see, the thing is, I only listen to 98.4.
That's a lie. So let's continue to Morgan Heritage.
Okay, fine, I'm kidding. But anyway, what I really think should happen is, generally, we really should listen to our own music more. And even if you're going to stream it online, even if you're going to watch it online, even if the radio stations you listen to will not play it.
And you have a platform, be vocal about it. Don't say artist, artist, artist.
But where did I say artist, artist, artist?
You've been saying artist here, I'm defending artist
here. No, see, I'm asking
questions. No, support. If that's the, I've heard you, and you share the same vision I do, then speak about it.
But I listen to Kenyan music. If you went through my Apple Music, you'll find a lot of Kenyan music.
Speak about it. Let people know.
But I normally do screenshots and then I post it on my Insta stories. Okay, fine, guys. Okay, fine. Hey, kabla nikule kwa studio. Guys, you really need to support your Kenyan artists. Their music is absolutely amazing. If you're wondering what artists you need to be, watching out for, head over to The Source on our website and you will find different artists that you can check out. Check out now Naiboi, and we're doing absolutely.
Listen to her show, Anna is a Kenyan music. If she doesn't pass her heart there
It's not homework always plays Kenyan music. We literally have days when all we do is play Kenyan music. I know as Capital and NTV we do our job. But
thank you. That was beautiful.
This is what is called coercing someone into picking a side. All right. So now we move on to Morgan Heritage. The good news. When should we expect the collab to be dropped?
This year. This year, yeah.
So why Morgan Heritage? When did this decision come about?
I was performing at a gig 31st, and during the whole event, they were also performing there. So when I was performing, I left. Then I think we were talking about them in the house. Then the next day at 3 o'clock, I get a DM from Grams saying we need to link up. Then I gave him his number. He called me, said, "Oh, come check me out." So when he went, he told me, "When you're performing, something caught my ear. You are unique. We like your sound. We'd like to work with you." And that's the beginning of the conversation. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are recording it here, or you're recording it?
No, we'll do it here. Okay. But files will go back and forth. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So what do you think? Like you just said, he said something about your sound caught his ear. What do you think about? What do you think it is about your your stage and floor that makes you different from all the other artists? You've been in this for over 14 years, like you said. So you've identified a sound that's Naiboi.
Yeah.
Oh, so I've answered my own question.
Yeah.
No, but you have to say what you think that it is.
But that's the truth. I've come.
How would you describe your
sound? I'm just trying to be a worldwide artist with a sound that cuts across. Yeah.
What other international artists do you want to work with?
My dream artist is Sia.
Yes, she's fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. And locally, what collabs should we expect this year?
Guys have been requesting Sauti Sol, Nyashinsky. I've seen Arrowboy, Calligraph.
Love Arrowboy.
And we've done all those songs.
Okay. Yeah. So album this year?
Yeah, will you buy my album?
Yes, I also always buy physical albums and get them. And plus, when you pay for online streaming, you automatically pay in one way or another.
Yeah. See, and I want guys.
I think I'm defending myself. I'm like,
I
my
want
God.
guys to understand this. I'm not here bashing the media. I know media is supportive, and I know killer media iko preference of the music they play, and that limits the number of Kenyan music they play because the fans have been listening to a certain sound, so media needs to feed that sound.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, if we can all take this and as a unit, take it back to the government to pass this bill that's been pending for the longest time, to increase that thing to maybe 60%. So now when it's passed, now the media needs to open that so you guys can freely say, okay, Kenyan music to the world. Because most of the personalities are afraid to come all out and say it because where they're working, maybe ni radio nacheza tu soul peke yake, So.
But in a situation like that, you can't really blame them. Maybe they listen to and they support Kenyan music, but now if their station only plays soul music.
That's what I just said.
So that's what I'm saying. So what are they supposed to do?
But I just said, let's take it back to the government for them to pass the bill so that we stay 60% of Kenyan content to be played.
So in a situation where, again, I bring it back to, because different people have different themes. Like you might find in a day, different shows will have different themes.
Yeah.
So what if the theme of that show, Enyewe, there's no way they can throw in Kenyan jams? And even though there's a 60% cap.
The theme?
Yeah, the theme of the show.
Can the theme run for 24 hours?
No.
Thank you.
So that's what I'm saying. So in such a situation, then you just
play the theme, finish, go back to Kenyan music.
Okay. Fine. I have one more question in relation to this artist story, because somebody brought it up. I believe it was Jalango, and I must say I agree.
Be careful. Be very careful.
Okay.
Let's
guys,
go.
do I have security? Degs, guys, am I good? Okay. You know when you're warned by your guest, be careful. You really legit have to be worried.
Let's go.
I'm getting home safe today, right? Okay.
You are.
So,
you are.
So no, he just asked something, and the reason why I'm saying I must agree is because maybe you can tell me where the thinking behind this happens.
Yeah.
There has been very many times when an artist will release a song, and you want to interview them, and you want to speak to them, and you want to have them on your show, and you want to hear about, oh, what is the thought process behind the song? When should we expect the video? Things like those. And then the artist pulls the most unprofessional move on earth and doesn't even show up for the interview, doesn't tell you they're not showing up, or they cancel on you 5 minutes before the interview. And then 2 weeks later, they'll say, I've been trying to get an interview on your show, and you guys won't have me. But the second you hear an international actor in town, you'll have them on your show. So in such a scenario, is it something that now, as artists, you all will just sit down and say, listen, guys, let's just be a bit more professional about how we handle things, because there's some things that they do for themselves that hinder how, because you can imagine somebody has done that 3 or 4 times. Naiboi, will you call them again?
No, you won't. No, you won't.
So something in such a situation.
No, obvious, nobody's perfect, and I accept and I say, okay, sorry on behalf of them. But we are facing that issue because you only have like, leo nimeenda interview asubuhi nimehesabiwa ati Kenyan artist wale wako relevant size like 6.
There are many.
That's what I was told. So moja ki misbehave, it's a big deal. But if you're supporting this movement that we are supporting, then we have like 20 artists. Huyu akiringa ki misbehave, let me call the other one. Solution, simple.
Okay. All right. So you can follow up on this entire conversation. What was the hashtag?
Play Kenyan music.
Play Kenyan music, yes. And that's where you can find what everybody has to say, all the different personalities, all the different artists and what they have to say about it. And if you want to support Kenyan music, please, by all means, head over to every platform and just stream the music. There's absolutely fantastic music that you could listen to.
Kenyan music that you can listen to.
Sorry. Hey, the pressure. There is a lot of fantastic Kenyan music that you can listen to. We're going to head over to Mamito right now, and then we'll be right back.
Yes, Anita, that's true. We should support our music, our own music. And people are really tweeting. Tuko na OG, Trap Lord. Anasema Kenyan DJs and media houses really need to change their playlist. How will Kenyan musicians grow and give better music if the nation won't support them? Yes, how? Right? Kuna mwingine anaitwa Kencha. Kencha anasema Kenyan music. Support local music. Kenyan artists proceed to make music with a Niger beat. Huyu anasema venye ati ma-artists wanatengeneza beats za Niger. Alafu kuna at Boniface. Boniface anasema 2-in-1 was the song of the year 2018. So at Naiboi, wanamweka juu. So this is for the meme challenge. Inasema ukijaza form your passport application, then upate place ya give your parents details. So that is what you jaza. Anita, you inakuchegesha. Imekunini mbavu. Alright, alafu kuna the same guy anasema ukiwa interview alafu usikie tell us more about your childhood. Naiboi, umepigwa vibaya. Alright, and then we have the last tweet. Anasema, hey Anita, leo umeamua kuvaa kichungi. Aya. Achaneni na Anita, anajichunga.
You guys are so rude.
Anajichunga maisha yake.
I 1000% agree with the tweet about how if you're asked to fill your parents' details, were you beaten as a child?
Hey, my dad is watching.
Wasn't it like the national anthem of the home?
It is.
What were you not beaten with?
Hey. Well, this is TV. This is TV.
Okay, so they're the items. Just choose. Was it the stick? Is it called
Mwiko. I never came across Mwiko.
Really? So your mom never hit you? Ah, you're lucky. I was beaten
but
with
the
all
rest
of those
are so
and then
familiar.
they look familiar.
Like yesterday.
Well, you're a parent now.
Yeah.
So would you beat your kids?
No, not not really.
How do you juggle? You're a parent, you're a CEO, you're a singer-songwriter, you're a producer. How do you juggle all this in 24 hours? And then you're here. And then you're also fighting for Kenyan artists, so you're also partly an activist.
I think it's just, I take it as life, everyday life. So it's not like ini jukumu, just life. I'm an artist, I go to the studio, I sing, I go perform, I see my wife, I see my kids. For me, it's just life.
Okay. Yeah. So what are your parting shots?
Okay, we support Kenyan music, yeah, and it's not us blaming anybody. It's just us sparking a conversation. We see if it's really a problem in the country, but it's turned out to be a really big problem. So let's get together, personalities, artists, presenters, nani, and come up with a good solution to move the Kenyan music scene ahead.
All right. Yeah. So you've heard from Naiboi, Kenyan music. Play Kenyan music. That's what you should be doing. I hope you have a lot of that on your playlist. We're going to be taking a short commercial break, but we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. This is The Trend. Hashtag, hey, I mean, it's supposed to be hey, Anita, but hey. Hey, hey.